I think.
Okay.
No, wait.
So, as you know, this is the biggest delta mangrove forest in the world, and it's like 26,000 square kilometers, including Bangladesh. But the majority part is in Bangladesh, like they have 60% area, and we only have 40% area. But total, including Bangladesh, is like 25,000 square kilometers, and like 26,000 square kilometers. But we only have 40% area, like 9,630 square kilometers, and they have the majority part, like 60% area they have. Only we have the 40% area. And this like Indian part, there is 102 islands, where 54 are human inhabited and 48 is the open forest area. 48 islands. 48 islands open forest area means no one lives there. And in 48 open forest area, there is 48 sweetwater ponds. Sweetwater ponds. Sweetwater pond inside the forest. Because here survival is very difficult. They drink this saline water. This is the brackish water of Bay of Bengal. So they drink this saline water. So it's quite difficult for the wild animals to survive. You know, because in other forest areas, like mangrove forest areas, you will find different animals, but not the tiger. This is the only mangrove forest in the world where you will find the tiger, and the survival is very difficult because it's complete marshy land, and it's surrounded. Basically, there is a mangrove plant, like 84 mangrove varieties of plants are there, and like there are 4 different kind of roots they have, like breathing roots, supporting roots, buttress kind of roots, and snake kind of roots. These 4 kind of roots are there inside the forest, and it's very difficult to go through this kind of roots. So sometimes it's stuck in their feet, so they become very aggressive. Also, they drink the saline water because their lifespan decreased a lot, and their aggressiveness increased because they drink the saline water. Their blood pressure also increased. You know, this way their lifespan decreased day by day. Where in India they can survive up to 25 years, here they can survive up to 15 to 17 years, not more than that. And every year, you know, the water level is rising. Because this is the brackish water of Bay of Bengal, each day there is 2 times high tide and 2 times low tide. It means in high tide time it can goes up to 7 meters. In new moon and full moon time. Right now it's neap tide time, so water will increase to 4 meters and water will come down to 4 meters. But in the new moon and full moon time, it can goes up to 7 meters. Imagine the water level is rising, you know, and maybe 10-15 years after, it can reach up to 10 meters. And these human inhabited islands, like 54 human inhabited islands, it's already below the sea level. It's protected by some kind of dam to protect the salt water, you know. Everything is fresh water here, and outside is completely salty water. If it comes inside, then what will happen? The soil will become too salty. You cannot farm for at least 4 or 5 years. You need to wait to neutralize the soil. This thing happens in 2009. There was a massive cyclone, it was Isla. And there is a massive cyclone again in 2020 after the lockdown, just 1 month after the lockdown. 2 times the dam got broken. And each year, right now we are facing 3 cyclones. Because the warm and humidity is increasing, you know. And because of that, the depression happens in the Bay of Bengal, and this is the closest landfall of any cyclone. This is the closest landfall. Bangladesh is the closest landfall. Odisha, Visakhapatnam is very close to the Bay of Bengal. So, because of the mangrove forest, it cannot reach up to Kolkata. Otherwise, it can reach, you know, maybe after 10-15 years, everything will be submerged by the water during high tide time. So, yeah, that time it can reach up to Kolkata. This is the thing. And maybe after 10-15 years, there will be nothing left. So all in Sundarban. Scientists, they are saying it will take like 2050, but there are another thesis out there that it cannot go like 2040 or 2035 because the water level is increasing. So maybe after 10-15 years there will be nothing left. And in this like 54 human inhabited island, more than 450,000 people they live. and they need to move to other places. And because it's completely, when you come from Godkhali, you need to cross 2 canals to reach here. So there is no road connectivity. So there is no industry. So they are dependent on fishing, farming and honey collecting. And 2009, when the dam got broken, that time water comes inside, you know. That time they are dependent on farming, fishing and honey collecting. These 2 options they have on that time. And this is the most toughest job and the riskiest job in the world, because so many people, they died due to the tiger attack. It's a bush kind of forest. Mangrove forest basically is a bush kind of forest. So it's very difficult, you know. There is no space inside to hunt any wild animal. They need some space to hunt. And because there is no space to hunt, they usually hide on the trees, hide over the trees. It closest to the riverbank. When any wild animal, they come out to drink the leaves, to drink the salt water, that time they attack. And when they don't get any food, that time they attack on humans. So imagine every year 45 to 50 people are dying by the tiger attack. But the numbers are much higher, the local people say. Because those people who go inside to collect the fish or to collect the crab, they have the permits. But from past 3 years, forest department are not giving any permits. Just so many people are dying, you know. So they don't want to let them go inside the forest. So they completely stop giving new permits. Also, the people, they went to the forest, they don't have the permits, you know. If there is any kind of attack happens, they don't get any compensation. Also, they are not in the count list. So the numbers are much higher, you can say. Basically, they get 5 lakh Indian rupees as a compensation, not more than that. And each year, 45 to 50 people, they are dying by the tiger attack. This is on the government report. Imagine how difficult it is.
They have to prove it also. They have to prove it also. Tiger attack, they have to prove.
Yeah. They have Aadhaar card so that they can show it, you know. Others also, they like when any boat that goes inside, at least they have 3 people in the boat. And tiger, they usually attack and target one person. If he misses the target, he will not attack, definitely. And cat families, they usually attack from behind. They first grab the neck. So when you don't have permits, you need to tell them, you know, tell the forest department, no, that one person has died. Because you don't have any permits, you are not in the count list, but they should count the numbers. This is the thing. But yeah, forest department, they are taking initiatives to grow more animals like deers, to increase the population of deers, wild boars. So they have different breeding points, artificial breeding points in the forest area where they breed wild animals and then they leave it to the forest. This is the thing they are doing, and this year the numbers have decreased, like 20 attacks happened from past year. It was shows that like 20 people died by the tiger attack. And most of the youngsters, they move to different places for the work because it's very risky, you know. So their parents, they don't want to let them go inside the forest. So others, like the youngsters, they went to different places like Kerala, Andaman, Nicobar, and different places. They went for like farming work, hotel industry, and different kind of works. They went to different places in India. So, as I told you, there is 84 different variety of the mangrove plants are there, but maximum of their fruits are non-edible. So 90% variety of the mangrove you will find in Sundarbans. Okay, so this is the biggest delta mangrove forest in the world, but maximum of their fruits are non-edible. You cannot eat their fruit. Only 3 fruits are there. It's edible. One is called golpata, but it's a round-shaped fruit, very big, football in shape. You can eat this, but usually it grows in the river banks. So what happens is crocodile, they hide on this tree.
জমে গেছে পুরো একদম.
So this is the reason if you go there to collect their fruit, you may got affected by the crocodile. And second one is called as tiger palm. It's similar like the tiger stripe, so we call it as tiger palm. Like yellow, black kind of stripes are there. So it camouflage with the tiger. So tiger they usually hide on these trees. It's a seasonal fruit.
Seasonal fruit.
It's a seasonal fruit. It's similar like the dates.
Time?
Dates এটা বলতে
Spring.
এবার শুরু হবে আর কি।
বসন্তকালে এখনই।
শুরু হবে এবার। So these two fruits you can eat.
কথা বলো না বাবা।
But it's seasonal fruit.
বসো
And
দিচ্ছে।
second one is very difficult to get it from their plant. You know, so it's quite challenging for them. And the third one is called as keura. You know keura?
কেওড়া জল
Keura jol নয় এটা।
ওই কেওড়া
আলাদা।
ওই ফ্রুটটা দিয়ে কি কেওড়া জল বানানো হয়?
না। This is called sour keura. We use it for the chutney. কেওড়ার এক ধরনের হয় খুব সাওয়ার একটা টক কেওড়ার টক জল পাওয়া যায় না একটা খুব বিখ্যাত কেওড়া so this it's a very small round shaped fruit but their plants are the tallest plant of the mangrove so you need to go higher to collect their fruit and it's very small inside and very soured so these three fruits are edible but maximum of the fruits are non-edible. Okay, so I will show you one mangrove tree we have here.
এই ফ্রুট গুলো আমাদের দেখাতে পারবেন আপনি? এই ফ্রুটগুলো?
হ্যাঁ। So actually mangrove they have two different plants. One is front-end plant and one is back-end plant. Back-end plant means they can grow in highland and front-end plant means they can grow in the riverbank. Forest department they started planting new plants is close to the riverbank, but they are not aware. Maybe I don't know. They are not aware of this thing that the back-end plants cannot grow in the riverbanks. This is the reason. The plants are dying. The new plants. They are putting new plants close to the bank. You know. So they are taking different initiatives because most of the Sundarban doesn't have any waste management system. Doesn't have any. So in October, November, December, January, February, these 5 months, most people they come from West Bengal and they pollute the whole place, putting plastic in everywhere. You know, last year 2 crocodiles died and you can imagine they get plastic from their body, from their stomach. Because of the plastic, the 2 crocodiles have died. Tomorrow,
নো প্লাস্টিক জোনই তো
no plastic zone is there. This is no plastic zone. But you know,
Cannot avoid na these bottles are made out of plastics.
yes, this is the
সিকিমে
thing.
কিন্তু পুরো ব্যান্ড নো প্লাস্টিক বটলস
So tomorrow when you go inside the forest, you may see everywhere is filled up by plastic. Forest department they take initiatives to clean the whole thing, you know. But it's a huge forest area. So how many kilometers? This forest area, like 48 human inhabited islands, it divided into 3 zones, major zones. Sanctuary part, core area and the buffer area. The upper part is the sanctuary part, the lower part is the core area and the right hand side and the left hand side is the buffer area. Sanctuary part is for the visitors, for us only. We can roam around, we can go inside the small creeks and canals inside the sanctuary part. Okay, core area is complete for the wild animals. No one can go there. Only forest department they
জায়গাগুলোর নাম কি কোরি এরিয়াতে মানে আমরা একটা দেখেছি বুড়ি ডাবরি জঙ্গল
বুড়িডাবড়ি ওটা আছে এতে বাফার জোনে
বাফার জন্য মরিচ ঝাপি
মরিচ ঝাপি ওটাও আপনার বাফার জোনে
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
কিন্তু যেটা আপনার কোর এরিয়াতে যেটা আছে সেটা হচ্ছে ওই নেতি দোকানিটা কোর এরিয়াতে দোবাকি হচ্ছে লাস্ট পয়েন্ট দোবাকি ইজ দ্য লাস্ট পয়েন্ট
আমরা ওখানে যাব তো
হ্যাঁ ওয়াচ টাওয়ার অ্যাভয়েড করাই ভালো আমরা ওর সামনে থেকে ঘুরে আসতে পারি
কেন বাসটা
এই ভিড়ের মধ্যে গিয়ে কোনো মানে নেই
চলো
It doesn't make any sense, you know, because tomorrow like 160 boat they will go inside and everyone want to go in the watchtower. You can see the overall view from the
যদি
top.
দেখতে পাই ওয়াচ টাওয়ারে গিয়ে বাঘ,
আপনার ইচ্ছা হলে যেতে পারেন, কিন্তু মানুষের মতো আর কিছু দেখতে পাবেন না, শুধু মানুষই মানুষ দেখবেন। মানে এখান থেকে দেখবেন ওই পর্যন্ত লাইন আছে, সবাই চেঁচাচ্ছে এই ভাত পেলাম না, এই ডাল পেলাম না, এই করছে লোক এখানে।
আচ্ছা এই যে ধরুন বোট গুলো চলে সেগুলো যখন যখন আসছিলাম
হ্যাঁ,
মোটরে চলছে, এখন যে কালকে যে যাবো সেগুলো কি মোটরেই চলবে?
মোটরই চলবে।
ওই আওয়াজে তো কোনো অ্যানিমালস আসবেই না।
ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে আমরা অনেক ডিস্টেন্সে থাকবো, আমরা অনেকটাই ডিস্টেন্সে থাকবো। এবার ওরা তো ওয়াইল্ড অ্যানিমাল, ওরা তো সাউন্ডে প্রচন্ড সেন্সিটিভ না,
হ্যাঁ সেটাই বলছি।
এবার যতটা ডিস্টেন্স থেকে দেখা যায় আর কি। বাকি আপনি ডিয়ার ওয়াইল্ড বোট তো পাশে থাকলেও ওরা হ্যাবিটেড হয়ে গেছে, ওরা অতটা মনে হবে না, কিন্তু ক্রোকোডাইলের কাছে চলে যাবে মনে হয়ে যাবে। কিন্তু এই গরমটা বাড়ছে যার কারণে ক্রোকোডাইল দেখার চান্সেসটা কম।
কি গরমটা বাড়ে?
গরমটা যেহেতু বাড়ছে তো, যেহেতু ওরা কোল্ড ব্লাডেড অ্যানিমাল, রোদ পোহাতেই ওঠে, সেটা ওই চান্সেসটা কম।
চলো
তো let's go.
থ্যাংক ইউ ফর দ্য ব্রিফিং।